I get comments, when I put out videos, and people are saying like usually get some like it's a regular thing to get negative comments and like you're a scammer and you're just whatever negative it is. You're a fraud, you're a scam, blah blah blah, right? So one last week, one comment last week was, you're being found out now that, ChatGPT and all these AI, bots can like design programs, design meal plans, that way. And if you are a dad that wants to lose like 8 to 15 pounds and shred up before summer, that is a great option. And you don't need that much support or accountability. You're just like, hey, a few months till summer, let's get this done. Okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I can follow this and I can tweak things, and I'll be in good shape. There's a difference between that kind of situation and the dads we help at Isla Fitness. These are typically dads that have at least 40 pounds to lose, upwards of 200 pounds plus to lose, right? And an example I had, over the last few days was working with a client, a dad, busy dad, husband, and he's been struggling the last sort of few weeks, stuttering and sputtering with, doing what he needs to be doing on his program, and, ghosting me and all these different things. And, sent him a message there saying, hey, we need to get it together in ways that made sense for him. And that was a mixture of like love and tough love and, commitment and all these different things. And he came back, he said, Sean, I've got something to share with you. And he talked to me about his mental health at the minute, and he's struggling big time. And he said, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to think less of me. And he went into what that looked like for him. And we had it, we were chatting, and I said, like, love, respect that you shared this. And helping him feel better about where he's at, what's actually doable for him on his program at the moment. And he's feeling really good, and he's feeling relieved. And, I was talking to him about, solidarity as a fellow working husband and father, and the pressures of real life, paying the bills, food on the table, inflation, everything, whatever it is. I've talked to him about before, how I felt when, I couldn't put the clasp and the button on my work pants at my previous job because of my muffin top, and how that I could only put the button on and my pants were being held up by my belt. ChatGPT, Claude will never know what that feels like when you can't put on clothes without feeling disgusted in your own skin and disgusted. And that is typically the kinds of dads that we help at Isla Fitness. So absolutely, to the guy that was saying, hey, you're getting found out, we love to offer free tips, free resources. Wonderful. Greg, who I talked to last month, is down 15 pounds from a conversation that we had. And I helped him with a simple action plan that he could get going. Love it. But typically the dads that we do serve at Isle of Fitness, you are carrying at least 40 pounds. You have potentially decades old habits that are hard to break from. And having support there and accountability to keep you on track, consistent, is a game changer. And it is something, when you're going through these struggles and when you're in the trenches and life is getting on top of you, AI can give you tools and strategies and tips and suggestions, but they can't create the human connection. They don't have that lived experience. So if you go and you're wanting to lose 70 pounds and you've had a shitty day at work and you're about to crack open a bottle of whiskey and smash, a pizza and some chips and ice cream, whatever suggestions they have, they probably sound good. I didn't do that exact one, by the way. But they are not, you don't feel it. You don't feel it. You don't feel that same human connection. And that's why I feel so good, again, about what we do. If you want free tips and resources, love to give them. Or if you're a dad that you're like, you know what, I do need help. I've been trying this for years by myself and it's not working. I need support, and I need someone to hold me accountable to actually get this done. That's what we do. And that's why I believe there will always be a need for a service and support system, and that we provide here. So I feel so good about it. So to all the, like, if you're a grown man, especially if you're a grown man, if you are a grown man in 2026, please catch yourself on if you are posting negative comments on other people's profiles on the internet. Look inward. All right. Cheers.